Alright everybody, good evening. Time for a little dungeon crawl stone soup Minotaur Fighter tutorial. So, bringing us back to where we left off last time and kind of recapping our current position. As you can see, we are in Vault 2, and looking at the mini-map, it looks beautiful because we've cleared it. Alright, we are 19th level. We have a staggering 33 armor class, 13 evade, and 13 shield, rivaled only by the insanity of this 34 strength and 21 dexterity, and to be honest, even this 12 intelligence is magnificent for a Minotaur. We've got 154 hit points, and if I bring up my inventory screen for you, you can see that I'm maxed on Piety with Okawaru. My resistances are all very, very good in the sense that I have them all online at this point in the game. Now, I don't have, you know, massive fire or cold resistance, but I have 2 out of 3 resist negative energy. I've got resist fire, cold, poison, electricity, and corrosion. My magic resistance isn't great. I also have reflect and spirit shield. I can see invisible with my ring if I need it. I have 1 rune at the moment that we got last time, the Serpentine rune. I am deteriorated, which is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. I have this insanely powerful artifact axe. I got myself a large shield yesterday from Okawaru as a gift and soiled myself. Okawaru has been very kind for us this run, giving us crystal plate, giving us a artifact hat, giving us this large shield, and also I believe this, maybe this pair of strength gloves, I'm not sure. Anyway, the key features we've got here are crystal plate, great weapon, good large shield, and this artifact ring down here is very, very strong, and we do have +5 slaying. Upgrades we're looking for is a cloak. So, let's see what Vaults 3 can do. Alright, so what we want to do is just dip our toe, and remember, you're never going to commit to, or at least I'm not going to commit, to finishing out a branch of a dungeon just because I really want to, like I feel like I should. Don't be afraid to just, you know, put your ego aside and say, guess what, this place is too hard for me. I need to go explore around other areas to level up or gear up before I can take it. Alright, so look at this fun. I've opened a door and we have a convoker. Let me zoom in so you can see it better. We've got a convoker, a warden, another convoker, and 2 guards. Alright, so the warden is most definitely going to seal us in, and the convokers are going to want to try to summon more people here. So I'm actually going to push A, bring up my god ability screen. I went heroic already, and I'm going to finesse. I'm going to try to kill these guys as fast as I can before something like this happens. And so I'm going to then just step back and stare dance this guy out. Alright, there's a complete disaster of people down here, so I'm going to keep stare dancing a bit while my heroism and my finesse are up. My hit points are fine, and I didn't see a warden, but maybe I just was missing it. Yeah, there's no warden here. There is a preserver. Now, this boggart foolishly stepped on top of me. Thank God, so he can't summon anything ridiculous. This guy wants to summon things. He has already summoned this Hellwing, for example. Here is a warden, so I keep thinking wardens are green. I need to just get over that, and it's the preservers that are green, and the wardens have a red cape. He has sealed the staircase. You can see behind me very lightly that it's green, so I can't get out. But it's not really a big deal because I'm just going to kill him. And then now I can get out. Here is a Rust Devil that he has summoned. Remember, right click, What the hell does a Rust Devil do, you say? He spreads corrosion and decay to all he touches. Corrosion is a bummer. It weakens your armor and your weapon. And, you know, thereby decreases the amount of damage you can sustain and deal, and can stack up to ridiculous levels, making it like so you can't hurt something and you can't protect yourself. So it's very, very bad. Decay used to be a thing. I don't know if it's still a debuff or not. It was quite a bad one in previous versions. Let me just verify that decay is still a thing. Nah, it's not. There's a potion of decay. And maybe that's what his... Yeah, but it doesn't exist anymore. So the description here from the Iron Devil that he causes decay either might be out of date or just might be flavor text and not correspond to an actual ability that he has. Remember, if I right-click on him, he doesn't have any abilities here, except for corrosion, which is listed upon hit. And it doesn't say anything about doing decay upon hit. So you always need to kind of like cross-reference the description, which can be just flowery information to give him some color, and then what he actually can do in terms of a game result. So I'm going to just go up the stairs and wait for a second. I'll go back down, and he's got a bunch more guys that he summoned, but I'm just going to stair dance and go up. And remember that when you do that, the benefit is that the summoned guys don't come up with you. So I'm going to just bash this guy into oblivion. I did get corroded. You can see here for -4. So, wow, this is new. I want to point out that I had mentioned before that artifacts they used to be immune to corrosion and were really good. It looks like they can get corroded now. So just having artifact stuff does not insulate you from the overall debuff of corrosion. So if I go to my character screen, for example, no, that's not going to really show it. My axe is corroded, and my armor class has been impaired. Let's see. I wonder where I can... Anyway. Yeah, that blows. Okay. Let me... I'm so bad at this. I wish that Twitch was smart enough in some way to either read my... what programs I have running, or my screen or something, to understand that I'm playing Dungeon Crawl, but it doesn't, and so I have to quickly update that information. Excuse me for 1 second so that people know. My God, he's playing Dungeon Crawl, not my time at Porsche, because I don't want someone to come in like thinking, yes, I'm going to get to see people with boat caps that say boy and plum shirts, and then get this. Okay, so that is been done, and then let me advertise shamelessly in Discord. All right. Okay, we're back online. So I'm going to wait, and the corrosion has worn off. I'm back and stronger than ever, And I'm going to stick my head back down here. And I'm going to stair dance back up. And good. I pulled the Demonologist with me. So I'm going to annihilate him before he can summon more. He did get one summon off before I destroyed him, but he's dead. Alright, so Okawaru, I'm sorry, has given me a axe. And it's a broad axe, which is a better base damage than the axe that I have. But remember, my axe is insane. And this is an evil weapon. It's a draining weapon. Okawaru is not going to be pleased with that. It's also +0. So I'm just going to drop that on the ground. I do not need that for the time being. And I'm going to take a look at my skills again just to refresh what I'm leveling and what I'm not. So I'm raising axes. My skill is 20. Armor, my skill is 20. Shields, double time. I am going to just put shields back on normal and turn evasion back on. Okay, so let's step back down, and we've got a Ironheart Preserver. These guys stink when there's just one of them, and they can't absorb damage for an ally. Okay, so let's keep looking around. Here's a War Axe of Flaming, by the way, if I needed that. However, I have this ridiculous +8 Hand Axe of Flaming. Oh, this Hand Axe lets me fly. I could actually then use this to do the shoals. I might have to do that to equip this Hand Axe and evoke it to fly. Actually, do you have to evoke it to fly? It lets you fly. Okay, so you can turn it on or off, maybe. And then that way I don't have to worry about drowning. It also has a bunch of resist negative energy on it that I can use in case there's anything of that ilk present. What did I get? A scroll remove curse? Okay. Okay, fine. Whatever. I thought it was a scroll of enchant armor for a second there. Alright, so I've opened a door and there's a bunch of guys here. This is a sentinel, and he's going to want to mark me. Luckily, I was able to just kill him very quickly before that happened. The rest of the guys are very, very easy, unless they happen to have some sick piece of equipment. And even then, at this point, the vaults are okay for me, simply because I'm quite strong against melee. Now, I say that, and then there's an Annihilator and a Mage of the Elven variety, plus this guy, so he's gonna make life bad for me. But what do you do in a situation like this, where people have the range on you? You step back, and eliminate their line of fire. So now they can't see me. I'm hiding behind this little corner here, and we won't be able to see each other until somebody pops out either here or here. Either way, if one of these casters gets that close to me, I will just step in and probably one-shot them with my axe. And I'm not worried enough to retreat all the way back to the staircase. I'm comfortable with this position, so I'm just going to push S and wait until one of these guys comes up close. It was him. Now, let me show you something. I killed him. I sliced him like a ripe Chaco, annihilating him in one hit with massive damage. However, he must have screamed when he died, and I hear a shout, and you hear a shout ×5. That means 5 different enemies in the area have been alerted to my presence and are probably closing in on the general area. So I should be aware of that. Now, this happened very, very quickly, but it's awesome. This is just like, I don't think they're going to roll this back in version 0.25, but reflection is just insane. All right, so I have my +4 amulet of reflection here, and what has happened is the Deep Elf Annihilator came out and he tried to cast Crystal Spear, which is a quite damaging spell, especially from a high-level guy like an Annihilator, but it hit my reflection shield, bounced back, and hit the Deep Elf Annihilator and killed him. All right? So that's how good that is. Now, shielding and reflection can't block against every spell. There's a lot of spells that have the word bolt in them, for example, that you would think would get blocked by a shield or reflection, but don't. And then there are some high level spells like Crystal Sphere, Orb of Destruction, that do get blocked by it. So, you know, it's not good against everything, but that's just awesome. All right, here we go. Here's a bunch of guys. Now, you can see that the noise level here is through the roof. They all see me. People are getting loud. They shouted. There's an angry hiss. God. So, you know, all that's happening. But I'm just going to step back to my little area and fight on my terms. Oh, so the Vault Sentinel blows his note on his signal horn, and he was going to maybe mark me, but I moved out of his line of sight. But he definitely was able to alert more people to my presence. I haven't been formally marked yet. Mark is a debuff in red that you'll see below you, and it sucks. It tells everyone exactly where you are. It's not just the range of sound like a shout is. It's just everybody on the floor now knows where you are, and they're coming at you. All right. Okay. So I'm fighting, and I'm comfortable. Like, this is pretty easy for me right now. However, you can see that the Convoker, he's got this, like, red tick up on his upper right, which means he's up to no good. And he's getting ready to recite his word of recall. You can see that in the magenta text here. What that means is that he's going to summon just a truckload of enemies from the floor and gather them right around here. And so get ready for a bunch of guys to just ship in. That's not good, but I still am in a strong position. I'm going to go heroic preemptively here. Okay, so here come all the guys. And this is what I see. So there's 2 Boggarts, all right, which summon. All of these guys, the Ogre Mage, the Two-Headed Ogre, the Two-Headed Ogre, and the Two-Headed Ogre, they have this purple ball in the upper left corner of them, which means they are summoned creatures. You can also just mouse over them, and in the tooltip down below in the text box, it says it has been summoned. So these are all summoned guys, but nevertheless, they're annoying, and these Boggarts are going to keep that up. They have to die right now, and so I think it's worth experimenting and seeing how strong our ability to evoke is at the moment. I'm not too afraid of what they have summoned, because these are all melee guys. I mean, this mage can do some stuff at range, like confuse me, which would really suck, but for the most part, this is all melee stuff, and I'm comfortable against that. If they had summoned a whole bunch of people who could smite or hellfire or cast annoying spells at range, then I would be scared and probably run away. But I'm not going to, and I'm going to instead evoke my lightning rod. So I'm going to click on it, all right? And then when you click on this lightning rod, it starts to give you this yellow line that you can drag around and move, and anything in the yellow is going to get hit by a lightning blast. So what I want to do is put this on a line so I hit both Boggarts, okay? And I'm going to do it, all right? One Boggart has been really, really injured. This one and the other guy has been slightly injured, okay? I haven't taken any damage yet, and so I'm going to evoke this lightning rod again. It has 4 charges, and I've used one of them. It gets stronger as you evoke it consecutively, and so I'm just going to keep using it until I hit all of these guys. Now I get to actually hit the fire giant too in this, and now so much stuff has happened that it's telling me more. This will not advance a game turn for me to advance the text. It's just saying, hey, I'm going to stop the text because you want to read it. It's about to scroll up dramatically. So one Boggart is already dead, and then when I push enter to scroll the text, you can see that all of the summoned guys have disappeared. And I'm going to go ahead and evoke this again to just eliminate this Boggart from the game. He's dead. And now it's just us and these melee guys. And this is easy peasy. Ooh, a little mage, elven mage just stepped in, but he blows. And they're all luckily just coming in one at a time into the doorway and fighting me one-on-one, which means very, very fortunate for me. Like, sometimes what the enemies might do is step here, and then this fire giant might want to step here to allow a stone giant or a vault sentinel to also become adjacent to me and attack me, but they're not doing that right now, and so they're making it nice and easy on me. He did hit me with his +0 greatsword of flaming, but this is just a testament to how effing strong we are at this point. This is a fire giant, okay? Let me right-click on him so you can see. It says he looks dangerous, and it says he can hit for 30 plus. So his strength is so great because, I mean, he's huge. He's a ripped fire giant. That he hits for 30 plus whatever his greatsword does, which is insane. He hit me with it. Okay, and it's a great sword of flaming, so it also does fire damage, alright? And yet, I only ended up taking 6 damage plus 2, and actually that might have been from my heroism, so I only took 6. That's how much of his incoming damage that I mitigated. That's just ridiculous. So, I'm feeling quite good, but remember, Crawl has a way of making you feel good and then killing you. So let's not feel too good. Let's just feel pretty reasonable. I've been marked, okay? You can see in the upper right here, I'm still heroic, but I've been marked, which means there's going to be more guys incoming. Killing the sentinel does not erase the mark, so even though I did that, it's not saving me forever. Now, I will mention that I'm pounding on this guy, and you see how his health is down. I believe he's absorbed some of the damage from this guy, so he's going to be a little bit harder to kill because of that. Unfortunately for him, he stepped into range to get hit by my axe. Now, there's a bunch of food here to chop up, and I'm going to do that, but I'm going to move away from this area. Because I'm marked, and people are going to start coming in droves. Now, these guys are not hard. I'm not worried about this. This guy's invisible. Okay, so let's move up here. Okay, there's a flare, and I got to kill him. Okay. I don't know if you could see that, because I killed that guy really fast. Probably too fast. I should have just stopped, but I hate flaying ghosts, and I wanted to just chill him. You saw my hit points go down pretty dramatically, and then now they're back to full. And you might ask, why is that? The Flaying Ghost does this really unique ability where he takes away hit points from you, but it's temporary. It's like an illusion that hit points have been taken from you. And when you kill him, you get those hit points back. So he can't outright kill you with that ability. However, he can't drop you below 0 with that, but if you get hit by somebody else, it can stack on that and kill you. So you really want to get rid of those guys fast. And that ability that they have, there was something invisible there, and I just destroyed it, whatever it was. He poisoned me, so I'm just going to wait. He had some dagger of poisoning. His attack went through me easier than a fire giant with a great sword of flaming. So that shows you that a melee class, even with stout armor, is weak to that flaying ability, just like we are weak to Torment, Hellfire, and Smiting. And so that should go on your list of like things to be wary of. Okay. So let's continue beating the crap out of these guys and just clearing out the vaults. Okay, he's dead. Chop him. Chop him. O to explore. Alright, so this Vault Warden has locked these doors. They're green, meaning I can't go in there, but that's fine. I really wasn't planning on that anyway right now. Somebody is having a summoning field day. It's probably a boggart, but I killed him because he came into range. I didn't even see him, but remember, this is the advantage of the axe and why an axe is an excellent weapon, because I'm just swinging it around and I'm just hitting everybody. And so... Oh, whoa, another, okay, so I've got an iridescent broadaxe here, which is an artifact broadaxe, alright? Remember, broadaxe is actually better base damage, meaning more damage than my war axe. I doubt that it's actually better than the war axe that I have, because the war axe that I have is nuts, but, there must have been some other boggart there that was invisible and summoning stuff. I just destroyed him now. Alright, so here's a way up, and this is a good place. I'm going to actually use a scroll of Identify on this iridescent broadaxe. So, it's pretty good. If I didn't have, you know, something much better, it would be considerable. It does give strength +6, which is insanely strong, and it's chopping, which is good. Resist cold is always nice. However, it subtracts from my magic resistance, but the most important thing is that it's +0. You can never enchant an artifact, so I can never make that stronger in terms of damage and accuracy, whereas my War Axe, although it's less base damage, it's +11. So that more than makes up for that. Okay. But still, hey, it was an artifact. It was exciting. Alright. Another Convoker. Convokers get easier the more of the dungeon you have explored, because there's just simply less enemies for them to pull in, obviously. So I wasn't too worried about him, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, so what's down here? Alright, there's several of these rooms now in the game where there's this ghost, Christ Hawk. Alright. He is ridiculous. Look at this guy. This guy would obliterate me. His armor class is through the roof. He has 209 hit points. His evasion is nuts, and he can hit me for 50, plus his Vorpal weapon. Jesus. No thank you. Plus, the only treasure in this chamber appears to be an artifact dagger, or a quick blade. Ooh, that's a quick blade. Quick Blade is really, really cool if you're going for that build. I'm not, but it's a excellent item. But I'm not going to open that door. I don't like to risk it. Yes, that ghost would give me good experience, but you know, I don't even know if I could take it. Like, I would have to use a whole bunch of resources to take it, and the reward isn't high enough. I don't need just experience at this point. I don't want to risk botching this run, which is going well, as a Minotaur Fighter run is wont to do, just because I got greedy. And man, can I get greedy. Okay. The Crystal Guardian. Okay, so I annihilated him pretty easily. Mace of Protection. Okay. Alright. Here's something to talk about. This is a Zot Trap. These have been scaled back in terms of their difficulty, but these used to be some of the biggest assholes in the game, and let me talk to you about why. First of all, enemies can step on them and trigger them, alright? Second of all, they had such ridiculous debuffs or things that they could do that they could end your run. Like, you could be just cruising along with an overpowered character and then accidentally step on one of these, or somebody else could step on one of these, and you're just dead. So, let's read what it does. A trap which inflicts dangerously unpredictable magic effects on those unlucky enough to step on it. You may find yourself thrown into the abyss, which is terrible, contaminated with enormous amounts of wild magic, which can be awful, have mighty fiends summoned against you, or the like. Hostile monsters may trigger this trap themselves to invoke its effects against you, but your allies will thankfully avoid stepping on it. So, I think I might be misremembering, so don't quote me on this, but I think there used to actually be a skill that you had to get to detect traps, but now it's just based on your experience level. So at least I know where this trap is, but remember, anybody could step on this. So one of those Iron Brand Convokers could just summon a sea of monsters right here, and they could all just take turns stepping on this. And the thing that Zot Traps, I don't know if they still can do this, but they used to be able to drain stats, and so you would just stand there, and like before you could even get out of the area, a few guys would, Fading's trying to taunt me and tempt me. A few guys would step on that Zot Trap and just drain one of your stats below 0, and you just lose the game, and it's over. And so Zot traps are a pain. They don't appear generally until much later in the game, but still, they are something that can give an endgame character trouble. So avoid them. Avoid fighting near them. That's the number one thing. The chances of you stepping on them are usually pretty low, and even if you step on one, at least it's only going to trigger once, but if you try to fight near it and it gets multi-triggered by enemies all over the place, that's when it gets out of hand. Okay, so Vaults 3 is clear. Let me just take a moment to look at my inventory and look at my position before I step down. So my armor class has gone up to 34. My evasion has gone up to 14. What is my shield skill now? It is almost 21. Remember, we're looking for 25 to remove the penalty for the large shield. I have a ring of intelligence that I'm going to drop. I do not need that. I have a ring of a wand of paralysis rather. I'm going to drop it. A scroll of amnesia that I'm going to get rid of. Potions of ambrosia that I'm going to get rid of. I could debatably get rid of this Evening Star because I could use this hand axe on a Hydra because it's flaming. But I'll keep it around for now just in case I fight some... I don't know. There might be a scenario where I use it. I doubt it. Anyway. Okay. Good enough. Let's go down. Okay, good. We were able to step into a chamber that's pretty reasonable. There's nobody here that's attacking me. Let's open the door and see what we get. Okay, empty room? Huh. Alright, well that's really good that there's not a massive area around this door. So this is a pretty safe spot to flee from if we need to. Alright, Freezing Wraith, dead. And, wow, he's already going recall on me. I'm stepping away. And I'm just going to walk myself cowardly back to the steps to fight closer to the steps. I don't want to fight near a Convoker if I'm far away from an escape. This Vault Guard is following me, but he's a joke. You can see that we are moving like 1 for 1 in terms of movement speed. Alright, so here comes the Convoker. So I'm going to now go in and kill these guys. And I killed him before he got his thing off. Oh, he had a Vampiric, a +3 Vampiric Battle Axe. That's not nice. Alright, here's another Convoker. I'm going to step away so that he doesn't get too funny with his ability to recall. Alright, and here comes a dragon, an ice dragon. Alright, so remember, I have resist cold. So I should be okay. He hit me. He actually hit me really hard with his cold blast. I could put on my scarf, I guess, of clouds to mitigate some of that damage, but really, as soon as I can get close to that guy, he's not going to be a threat. All right, let's fight this guy. Okay, it's a bunch of yaks. That's fine. I'm going to step back here into the entry chamber so that I can eliminate line of sight and fight guys one at a time. All right, here comes the Crystal Guardian. He's actually pretty tough. Let me show you what he's all about. He's immune to most forms of magic. So he has infinity magic resistance. He has huge armor class. And he's magically charged to toss great bolts of fire and cold that are reflected by any surface, which must be his crystal bolts that he's using. Now, a good question would be, can I block Crystal Bolt with my shield skill? Where are your shields? Here we go. So there's a list on the Shields wiki of spells that can be actually blocked. So I can block Iron Shot, Poison Arrow, Orb of Destruction, Crystal Sphere, Mystic Blast, Thrown Icicle, Stone Arrow, Thrown Flame, Throw Frost, Frame Tongue, Sting, Sand Blast. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about that ability that he has, so I can't block it, which makes it spicier for me. But he only has 64 hit points, so I should be able to hit him and take him pretty well. I just want to fight him one-on-one. So he blasted me with his crystalline bolt, and it burned me. It did some damage, but not too much. So good. Okay. Alright, here's an elf. He didn't see me. Alright, so I gotta let him see me. And let's just go back into this room for our duel. Wow, this guy is... I hit him but did no damage. How can that be? He just looks like a dude. He must be some kind of shapeshifter or something. How could I do no damage to him? In what world am I swinging my weapon with my strength and doing no damage to an elf with scale armor on? Not really sure what that was about. I guess I could have been rolling like a 1 consecutively or something for my damage, but okay. Here's a brain, all right? An orange brain, and they can do these things which are awful. Brain feed, okay? So it temporarily can drain your intelligence, but remember, even if it's temporary, if you go to 0, it's over. Mass confusion, cause fear. What's shadow creatures? Okay, so it can like summon a bunch of stuff, so that's pretty annoying. Oh, he made me afraid, so I can't move closer to him, so I'm gonna step back here. I'm gonna go heroic and just obliterate him. I've been marked, so I expect at any moment that more jerks are gonna come, and here come more jerks. So I'm gonna go heroic, and I'm gonna go finesse, and I'm just gonna chop everything up around here. Wow, Okawaru has given me another artifact cap. I am pimped out in purple star-spangled caps. So I'll pick it up. It's slimy. That's not pleasant. But let's see. I leveled up to level 20 and my dex went up 1. Now, I don't want to look at my stats because I'm heroic, so I'll just wait for that to wear off. It took my evasion up 1, getting that dex point. Either that or I reached some threshold by leveling my dodging skill. Either way, that's awesome. For those who are keeping score at home and are curious, evasion is rolled after your shield skill when you're facing an incoming attack. So first, the game determines whether or not you just outright block it, or deflect it, or reflect it. Then, if you evade it, and then it's going to hit you, if it gets through those thresholds, and you roll your armor class, and add your GDR, and that gets subtracted from whatever the enemy's damage roll was, and that determines a physical attack against you. Alright, so let's use our Scroll of Identify on this slimy hat, and it's stealth and resist negative energy, which is not as good as the hat we have now, so we'll just drop it. But thank you for trying. I appreciate that. Alright, this is a Ring of Stealth that I'm immediately going to drop. I don't need that at all. Here comes a Sentinel, and he's blowing his horn to alert his buddies, so let's just chop him up. Oh, okay, here's a Lich, alright? So let's talk about what a Lich is interested in. He's easy if I get close to him. The Lich won't bother me if I get up on him, but he could do all of these awful things, okay? He's got like an amazing library of spells. I mean, he's mastered death, so kudos. But what I am worried about looking at his abilities right now are these things. Banishment. Okay, right away. Summon Greater Demon. Confuse. Summon Greater Demon. Corrosive Bolt, and Petrify. A lot of the other things that he has, I can either block with my shield or reflect, like Orb of Destruction or Crystal Sphere or Iron Shot. And this Bolt of Draining is not too worrisome considering I have pretty good resist negative energy. I need to get on this guy fast and just chop him up. I mean, he's just wearing robes. Okay, so here comes an Entropy Weaver, which needs to die immediately before it corrodes me. Alright, so that was actually pretty good. We got out of there just about unscathed. I'll take it. We got a big old wand of acid. Oh, man. So, I apologize. Like, I'm going to try to just, as I play version 24 more and more, get acclimated with it. I've taken, like I said, I haven't played the game in, 10 or 12 months. Besides the previous run that I did. And so I'm still learning things about version 2.4. I don't like to just sit there and read, like, a list of the changes they've made with the new version. I mean, I do that, but it's very, very hard for me to recall and process. The list is enormous. Anyway, I'm learning as I go, and I think another sweet thing that they did in terms of inventory management is that if you pick up a wand and you already have that wand, its charges simply add to the wand that you had, so you're not carrying around more than one copy of a particular wand. That's a great change in terms of quality of life that I applaud. Hey, look at this too, just for fun. Another quality of life cool thing that they did. You see the last line of text here, it says, you have identified the last wand. Meaning like, hey, you've identified every wand in the game at this point. So now you know them all. So, the Pokemon of wands has happened for me. And it's a wand of enslavement, which I don't really want. It'll pick it up for me because it's on auto pickup. But I'm just going to drop it. I'm going to use my Scroll of Enchant weapon on my Evening Star to just continue buffing that up. And to thin my inventory. There's nothing I need to identify. I'm going to drop these agility potions. Okay, let's keep exploring. Alright, here's a bunch of ogres. So, ogres are not hard for me at this point. I'm just going to hold down tab and let the murder happen. That was a Centaur Chieftain. He's difficult. He can kill you very easily from ranged, firing like 1,000,000 arrows before you can do anything. Alright, so that guy went invisible, but he never moved from his spot. I think it was an ogre mage. So I was able to easily dispatch of them. Him or her, I'm not sure. Alright, so let's O and explore. Ooh, we found some rings that we don't know what they are, so that's cool. So let's check it out, alright? Ring of Resist Corrosion, and what is this? An Amulet of the Gourmand. Alright, well, I'm not gonna use the Amulet of Gourmand. I'm gonna drop it, okay? But I will say, I don't know if it's just because of the way that they've changed food management, and possibly because I'm not Trog and going berserk and getting really, really hungry, but food is not a problem. Gourmand used to be an amulet that you would want so badly and get, so you can eat and go beyond. Like, what the Gourmand does is it lets you eat raw meat even if you're not hungry, and you can then fill yourself up, and you can, like, engorge yourself and stuff yourself so that the meat doesn't go bad, and you can just stay full, and you won't go down to below full as fast. So it was a really nice thing to have when food was harder to come by, but now I don't really need it. Maybe if I was a spellcaster, because spells take hunger as well, then it would be worthwhile, but, you know, right now, meh. So I've been marked, and there's a convoker here. So there's all kinds of potential for mayhem, but I just lucked into the fact that this chamber was built in such a fashion that there was a door, and then there are these 2 metal walls here, so I'm only fighting one guy at a time. So it's quite an easy situation to be in. Alright, goodbye to you. I'm gonna rest. He actually hit me with his crossbow there, and if they can hit you, they hit you hard. Alright, a bunch of ogres that I can just annihilate, and so I will. Okay, goodbye to you. Alright, so that is Vaults 4 done. Vaults 5, I believe, is the bottom. It used to be. And there is a rune there, but there's also 4 chambers full of really, really hard things. So we're going to attempt our very best to do this. Now, if I remember correctly, when you would go down to the final floor of the vaults, it's like surrounded in a circle by enemies waiting to kill you. Now, there are vault guards, I think, who suck, but still, let's just see if that's still the case. Yep, here it is. Okay, so let me show you the picture and explain it to you. There is this central area with all the stairs up, all right, which is extremely useful. And then there's all these vault guards, which aren't really that hard. But each one of these corridors leads into a large square chamber that is filled with treasure, but also extremely hard enemies. Lots of enemy types that you haven't seen yet in the vaults, like shadow dragons, things even, of that caliber. And so what you want to do is not do anything until you clear out this mess. However, this mess becomes complicated very, very quickly by the presence of a vault guard, one of those guys who can seal the staircase. He can seal the staircase, and then ranged guys can just come in breathing dragon fire and all kinds of hell upon you, and you can't escape. And so what I'm going to do is push S once and stair dance up and bring these guys with me. And just, that was an axe, everybody. Did you see that? I just spun my axe around until they all died. Okay, nothing great. All right, so I'm going to go heroic now, and I'm going to step down. And, okay, so here's where the hard stuff is happening, all right? So you see Ancient Lich. No, I can't. Well, I probably could, but there isn't a trapper. There isn't a warden around here yet. And so as soon as I see a warden, I'm going to go up and not come back down. But I'm going to try to clear some of this out. All right, so I'll just do that. Well, you see, but the thing is, there's no staircase in the corner, right? Oh, I see what you mean. If he does lock the right. If he does lock the staircase on me, yeah, then I need to teleport out of there, because people are going to start just converging on that central staircase point en masse, and they're going to be having all kinds of nasty-ass abilities. Now, Fading is bringing up an excellent point, which is that Vault 5 is very, very hard. It is way harder than the previous floors of the vault, so you can be misled into thinking it's easy. The only reason I'm going down into it right now is, number one, I feel strong, but number two, I have 2 out of 3 on resist negative energy, which is a huge thing. Like, those 2 ancient liches are going to be mitigated significantly because of my negative energy resist. So I'm heroic. I'm going to step down, and I'm going to step back up and clear out these guys. Now, it's getting really, really spicy down there, and I might want to just let things simmer down for a bit before I try to go back down. And so what I'm going to do is just push Shift G and explore what other options I have, okay? I could do the crypt reasonably well with my resist energy, but there's no rune there, but I have to clear it at some point. I could do some depths if I wanted to, and actually, while I'm just standing here, let me experiment with my axe, okay? And then, all right, so if I, let me turn this down so you can see it. So my axe gives me the ability to evoke flight. I'm gonna write, or I'm gonna question mark. If you're on a screen like this with abilities, you can push question mark to then, instead of use the ability to describe it by clicking on it, starts flight. During flight, you can safely cross water. Be warned, though, that some forms of flight are temporary and may expire at inopportune moments. So, Fading, do you know off the top of your head if I evoke flight, is that a temporary form of flight, or is that like keeps going until I turn it off kind of flight? Okay, and usually things that are temporary, they give you a warning, like they say something like, okay, the boots of flying are the only permanent one. It tells you like you start to feel heavy or something like that, like gives you a sense that you're about to fall to the ground. It doesn't just, you don't just drop instantly, right? And so the question would be, do you think, and I think I can, but do you think with this, yeah, it does give you a warning, and I bet the length of its duration is perhaps related to your skill in evocations. I could be wrong. It could have nothing to do with that. The question is, given that I have this weapon, do you think the shoals are doable for me at this point, or should I just not even mess with that? Because I can evoke this flying thing. Yeah, that's true. I do have 11 potions of flight. Okay, well, let me just try to clear out some of the shoals then. My magic resistance, unfortunately, is the main thing that is keeping me away from the shoals. But I'm held in a net. Yeah, okay, so I've been... Take off my dex ring and put on magic resist ring is what you're saying? Yeah, I probably should, eh? Alright, let me do that. I feel drowsy. Okay, yeah, let me just go up, take this guy with me, and blow him away. The dream sheep. Fucking need a dream sheep tonight. Make sure I get a nice night of sleep. Ambien. Alright, so let's go ahead and take off the dex ring. Let me just quickly look at what changes. Really, all it does is change my evasion by 2. I know that dex affects hit, but it's not anything compared to what boosting up my magic resistance by 1 is going to do in this place. In the shoals, it's a very hard branch of the dungeon, and there's all this stuff you see here in magenta that people are casting spells and doing things like putting me to sleep. And turning the ground into water, and on and on. And mesmerizing you. Mesmerizing you is the big problem, because what they will do is they will mesmerize you, and they will start to, like, pull you toward the water against your will, or make it so you can't run away, and it's very annoying. You can drown and instantly lose. I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna go heroic, and I'm gonna go back down, and I'm going to chop up these people here. These water elementals are annoying. Snapping turtles, by the way, are way harder than you'd think. I was always happy to see snapping turtles because I'm melee, but they do way more damage. And they can, yeah, they have huge armor class. They have a gigantic hit point pool, and then they can bite from a distance for up to 50 damage. I mean, it's just outrageous. Okay. You know what? I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to go up, And I'm going to kill this guy. I'm actually going to put on my artifact war axe. Oh, the alligator snapping turtle. Okay. I'm putting on my artifact weapon because I'm not doing enough damage. And I'm going to just drink potions of flight, like Fading pointed out, instead of trying to evoke flight. If I was able to evoke flight and, like, be in a situation where, oh, Okawaru got me some scale mail. Why, thank you, sir. Okay, that was just a tab explosion, by the way, for everyone. I didn't speed up the film. I just held down tab until all of these merfolk died. I went on a mass murdering rampage. If the evoke item was a toggleable thing, like, and it could just guarantee me flight for the entire duration of my time in the shoals, I would use it in a heartbeat. But because it's not, I need to kill stuff faster, and those turtles have very high armor, and my hand axe base attack damage is not strong enough for my liking, so I'd much rather have my item. Now, here's the thing I want to tell you. This... Yeah, actually, and this is going to be the first place in the game that you're going to see me do something a little bit different than normal, and what I mean by that is I'm going to limit my use of auto-explore in the shoals, because I don't want to get anywhere near this deep water if I can avoid it. This shallow water, which is indicated by the lighter color, is okay, I can walk in this. If you step into this, you will die. Now, the game won't let you just walk into it. It'll ask you, like, why in the hell would you want to do that? You can fly over it and be okay. I think a merfolk character can just walk on this, okay? Swim through this, no problem. But I would die, and so I could be mesmerized and pulled into this against my will, and it would kill me. So instead of auto-exploring, I'm just going to carefully try to stay on land. I've got some potions that I actually don't know what they are. Interesting. I'll have to identify them when I get a chance. So, I'm going to be very, very careful here. Keeping my eyes on the mini-map and this area down here that you see with the teal and the, or the magenta and the teal. These are the staircase. This is the way out, okay? One is a way down and one is a way out. So these water nymphs are like moving away from me. Okay. They appear to be able to just move water around. I'm going to just rest up. Or no, maybe that's not the water nymphs. Maybe that's just like the tide coming in and out. Okay. Here's a potion of haste, which is tremendous. No, they do move water with them, okay. Oh, and then it was just like, because they were dead, it was the water just fading away that I saw. I get it. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to click here on the minimap. You can actually interact with the minimap, just click on it to move places. Oh, there also is tidal movement. I'm going to go down this staircase. I'm not really going to scum this place for too much treasure or experience, because I don't want to die. However, this is just the first floor, and in terms of making things easier on myself, did you see me reflect that net back at that person and net them? That was pretty funny, by the way. Although I don't want to explore, it's nice to have as much as you can explored, so that if you have to run and you have to use a staircase that you've never used before, you don't walk up into some terrible situation because you didn't clear the level above. So I'll do that just to be cautious. A5 has lots of little treasure vaults. Okay. That's right, yeah. Like these little things on the islands can just be little fun treasure rooms. Okay. Alright, this is pretty good. I feel pretty comfortable. I'm not gonna like try to go up here or something nutso. I'm just gonna oh, that's right. Yeah. It does look like a bunch of bubbles. Alright, I'm gonna use this staircase to go down instead of the other one, because this puts me in a position to escape again. Sometimes what you can do is you can chain stair dancing, so you can like step up and reduce the amount of guys and then move and move again, and maybe even get less guys when you go up again and save yourself. So I'm going to go here, and I am going to just walk around. Wow, look, there's a hat and a scarf. Cool. Some really fashionable person died here. All right. They made it all the way to the shoals. This is what's so bizarre to me. Like, what is this snapping turtle? He's just like has a giraffe neck or something? How is he evoking? Like, how is he hitting me from range? Is it just like they were? I don't quite get the logic behind that. I'll accept it as just, oh, they do have necks that are really, really long? Well, yeah, it's just like this game to have some weird fact like that and exploit it. That's fine. What is this? A greatsword? Just a regular greatsword? Okay. Alright. So I am going to just kind of cautiously move. Now, not 5 feet, yeah, but longer than you would expect. Who's this guy? The Merfolk Impaler. Do you have anything special about you? No, you're just really fast. Okay. Yeah, you're hard to hit. I'll give you that. Alright. Man. Oh, here's an artifact. Halberd. Cool. Oh. Another lamp of fire. Now, it's irrelevant to carry another evocable item of the same that you have, because when you use one item, it turns offline all other evocable items of the same type. But maybe it would be nice, like, oh, get out of here with that. Alright, I gotta bring this person back to the land so they don't just stand there and ruin me. Okay. I hate moving around with the arrow keys. I'm so bad at it because it doesn't, like, you have to be so cautious, and I want to just move really, really fast, and it just ruins me. Auto Explore will stop when you see an enemy and won't let you move again, because it'll be like, no, there's this guy over here, you can't Auto Explore. Whereas the arrow keys will override that and will let you just move to your heart's content. And so if you're not paying attention, cool, look at this jewelry shop. I'm gonna just drink a little, oops, I'm gonna drink a flight potion just to be sure and go over, well, never mind. I'm not gonna go over there right now. I'm gonna step back here to safety and blast these guys until they're gone. Alright, now I'm gonna walk over here and check out this shop. Wow. Wow. Look at that artifact ring that lets me blink and has resist cold and resist negative energy. Damn, that's good. I believe I will buy that. I don't see any downside. Alright, so let me look at this ring really fast. Is this a controlled blink that it lets you do? Or is it just a random blink? Nah, still way better than nothing. That could save your ass. I mean, the escapability is awesome for that. And then also, it just gives me my third notch of resist negative energy and an additional resist cold. Yeah, it can't get in the ring. Okay. Anyway, the utility on that ring is amazing. That's a very, very solid pickup. And that's just like, as you get into this later part of the game, this is something that you just start having to do, which is build up a arsenal of situational gear that you need for certain branches of the dungeon. Like for the crypt and the tombs, yeah, you want 3 out of 3 resist negative energy. For you know, an ice cavern or something like that, you want high resist cold. You know, there's going to be times when you need to switch your gear for the situation, and so you have to be ready for that. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll check out the scarf. What do we got? What do we got? It's another spirit shield. Alright, so I'm going to drop this scarf of spirit shield, and I'm going to put back on this, and I'm going to put back on, I guess, my other one. And I'm going to rest until my magic points are filled back up, and I'm going to... I'm satisfied with this level of exploration. I'm going to figure out which down staircase is the most advantageous for me. I'll go up here to kind of look at this one. This one is good because it's close to an up staircase. Oh. Yeah, they are both +4. Hilarious. Alright, I'll drop one. I'm also going to drop this ring of positive energy because my artifact ring is just supersedes that. Okay. I'm going to drop this ring of Dex +6 as well. I have huge dexterity from my crystal plate +7, and its impact is minimal at this point. Alright. A merfolk is nearby, throwing boomerangs at me. You're gonna die to those boomerangs. Don't do it. Don't do it. You killed yourself. How embarrassing. Alright, so let's kind of just tool around. Alright, let's kill these people. Turtle soup tonight. Alright. Let's think. What is the best plan? The best plan is to kill a manticore. And to keep resting until the poison's gone. Oh, there's an identify. Nice. I can identify these. I have 2 potion types that I haven't figured out yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I've been mesmerized. Alright, this is time to be careful. Kill this person quickly. Oh, she's running away. Well, you're not going to run away from my disintegration. She resisted, eh? Alright, that's cool. What about acid? Do you resist acid? Oh. Uh-oh. I gotta fly. Okay, wait. I gotta fly. Let me fly. Boop. Okay. Alright, cool. I can get... I mean, that's how dicey it can get. Like, she got me already... I was on the sand, and it was just this weird situation where there was just deep water that close to the sand, and that's... Whew. 2 potions of resistance, okay. Here's another staircase down. I will explore a little bit more around here just to get experience and see if there's any treasure, and also help protect myself if I have to escape. Make a hasty exit from the floor below. Okay. Oh. Nope, nope, nope. Get out of here. Don't be trying to do that to me. I'm going to throw some javelins at you until you learn the error of your ways. Actually, you know what I'll do? Yeah, it feels like acid. I missed. Don't tell me that. Man, you are hard to kill. There you go. Gotcha. Nothing works better than acid. Okay. I'm hungry. I'm just gonna eat. Not mess around with it. Oop, I got netted. No, they got netted. Ha ha ha. That's what you get. Alright, I'll step right in here. What are you on about? Alright, I'll kill you. Man, another haste potion? This is just really getting nice. I have 8 potions of haste. That's unusual. Unusually strong. kill this merfolk. Okay. Let's go check out over here. See if there's any, like, treasure areas. There's a Snozcumber or whatever. That's what it used to be. Something like that. Oh, a bunch of birds. Alright. Alright, let me look at my skills. They are doing good. I think it's time to turn dodging offline and pick fighting back up. My 14 evade is happy enough. Alright. Oh, this is a bad situation. Okay, I need to move up immediately to get away from their line of sight so that I can stop them from mesmerizing me. I did everything. I pulled out all the stops to just try to kill them as quickly as I could. Okay. I need to blast you with acid. She's trying to mesmerize me pretty hard. I resisted. I need to blast you. She's dead. Alright, got him. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? No. Get out of here with that. What are you up to? Oh, you blinked over there, huh? You're just a regular merfolk, though, so not as bad as the avatar. I'll get the identify scroll. Okay. Well, that's all of that. Alright, now it's time to pick what's the best way down. We're in Shoals 3, so what staircase puts us in the best position for Shoals 4? Alright, so the magenta dots on the minimap are all the stairs down, and the teal dots are the stairs up. So I like this staircase a lot. Let me just go see it. Oh, we got a water nymph situation. So as always, in the shoals, what you want to do when you see an enemy is back away from the water. Try to get on solid ground. Now, she happens to bring the water with her, but she is by herself. So we can chop her up and the water goes away. Now, let me get back here. Okay, so if I go down this staircase, the advantages are there's an easy way up here. It's not very well protected, and it's around a lot of water, but I still think it's the best I'm going to get. So I'm going to step down and see what's around me. There's a snake and a regular merfolk. So this is a pretty easy situation. I'm just going to wait then, pull up the snake, and kill the sea snake, and go back down and try to fight this merfolk. We got her. Get this enchant weapon scroll. Let me see what... Yeah, okay. So the Scroll of Holy Word is nice to have for later against a pack of undead, if I need it. I'm going to use my enchant weapon on my +6 Evening Star of Freezing, just in case a Hydra pops up. Ooh, okay. What is this? Oh, it's just rock. I thought it might be like a frozen chamber. He's just a Windrake. I'm going to go heroic, though, because Windrakes are annoying, and they can blow you backward. Does anybody know offhand, can he blow me into deep water and I just die? Or will I stop before I get to deep water? Anyway, that's one of those crawl things that you find out the hard way. Okay, here's a chamber full of people. And so, let's have some fun. I shot my water elementals into here, and let's just see how they do. I'm letting my water elementals fight off screen. Oh, hey, what's up, DVA? Oh, okay, thank you for answering that. Well, that's a much better outcome. Stopping, yeah, taking damage is fine. Dying instantly, not fine. Okay, that's friendlier than I thought it might be, but I'm very happy to hear that. Alright, so we're okay, but I want to move off the water square. It's kind of hard, though, when there's a water nymph here, so she's got to go. And this snapping turtle needs to go. My strength has been degraded 1. Just got to keep my eye on that. But I'm still strong AF, so it's not that problematic. I'll just wait here for this snake and let the tide go back out. Okay. Oh, there's a snapping turtle. God, these guys and their ranged attack. It's just so perplexing. Alright, what's in here? There's just this, like, staff. So this would be a good pickup for a spellcaster. That is not me. Here is a harpy. Here's a bunch of harpies. Thank you for coming close so I can spin around with my death axe and take you guys straight to Davy Jones's locker. Actually, that's what they want to do to me. Okay, so here's a merfolk and a merfolk impaler. That's not too bad. Is there an avatar here? No. No. Avatars are the one you want to look out for because they're the ones that can mesmerize you and pull you out into the water. These guys just want to be quick and fight you at range, and that's fine. Not scary. Manticore, just annoying. Come on, man. Yeah, he's barbed me, so I'm just going to wait for him. But whatever attack he was doing, his volley of spikes, it was hitting him. So he killed himself trying to hit me. I am so sorry, sir. Alright, 2 scrolls of identify. Let's use this to... Oops, I accidentally used my magic mapping. Let's use this. It's a potion of magic. Okay, drop that. Don't need it. Anything else I need to ID on me? No, we're good. Man, gonna have to make a trip to our stash soon and drop some stuff. Anybody got any feeling on this Wand of Clouds? This seems like a newer item, at least newer to me. I haven't used it, I don't think, once. Is it, like, powerful, or is it just a meh wand that I should not be carrying around? Because inventory space is getting a lot more crowded here. I'm stepping away. I'm trying to get to land as fast as I can. This looks like the best spot for me to do that. Up here. Okay, they're throwing stuff at me. Let me get in here. Let me go heroic. Let me go finesse. Let me cure this poison that's on me. And let me give... No, I don't want to give them electricity because it's going to hurt me. How about this Fan of Gales? What do you guys think about that? It just knocked back everybody. Okay. I'm going to give you the... No, the vial is ruined. Okay, how about the Lamp of Fire? Here you go. Okay, so at this point, I just need to take stock of where I am. There is a staircase over here if I have to have it. Okay. Alright. I need to just start fighting people. My melee skill should be able to carry me through here. And I want to just use my heroism and my finesse before it goes away. Woo! Look at this. Oh, okay, thanks, DVA. Yeah, that's worth noting. Like, if I can't control what type of cloud it is, it's kind of a meh. I mean, it's still better than nothing, I suppose. I'll try it out. Like, I'll just get some data, I'll do some science. Look at this. I got these artifact robes to match my hat. I could be styling, you know, Albus Dumbledore style in these purple robes. I'm not going to, but amusing. Oh. Frost Giant snuck in, huh? Alright, buddy. Well, no more of those shenanigans, please. Come on up. Let me chop you up. Alright, that's good. Let's rest. Oh, a sea snake, huh? Alright, sea snake, come over here. Alright, can I rest now? Hey, 21! Alright, so... Well, we can drink now. That's fantastic. We're going to go strength. At this point, it's all strength. Every day, all day. Our intelligence is good enough. Dexterity provides for, like, not much of an impact for us. Strength is it. Man, this is a rest-free zone. They really don't want me to rest here. They keep sending guys at me. The Manticore is nearby, huh? Alright, I'm going to try my Wand of Clouds. I probably can't reach you, can I? Nah, not really. Alright, I'll just throw stuff at you until you die. Here, take these javelins. Okay. There we go. Alright, get out of here. There we go. Alright. Jesus! I didn't notice this until just now. Look at this disaster. This could have been happening to me. Thankfully, all the fighting was contained to down here. But this is stupid. Nothing... I wasn't hit by anything. Thankfully. But let's get the hell away from all those Zot traps right away. Jeez. Okay. Alright. So I've used my Wand of Magic Mapping. I want to clear out this level enough so that when I start doing Shoals 5, I can stair dance and bring guys up without worrying about reprisals on this floor. So, I am going to... Wow. Break my vow of not auto-exploring in the shoals because I need to really, really do a good job of clearing this out. Because there's a very good chance I'm going to have to come up the steps with suboptimal health, low health, and I don't want to just get killed by a pack of guys I forgot to clear. Or just one guy at this point. Alright, get out of here, Sea Snake. Okay. Let us get away from this as fast as we can. Alright, so mental note. Well, that's just a stupid staircase. A temporary staircase. Man, the humor factor of the reflection item it's just never wearing off. Like, the idea that this person's net went back on them and they're stuck in their own trap. Caught in their own web of lies. It's great. Okay, so let's get here this way. And then let's get here this way so we can clear out... Oh no, we already cleared this out. It's the lighter blue. So let's kind of go... I suppose let's go here. Yeah, here we go. This looks good. Make sure there's nothing over here. Okay. Let's try to... Okay, well, Merfolk Impaler. Alright, he's blinking around and getting hit by his own boomerang. I mean, boomerangs normally come back to you, but not at that velocity. He's not used to it. He's not ready for it. Man, another Lamp of Fire. That's the second one I found in the shoals. That's fine. Whatever. Alright. Yeah, just give me something that's bad. I mean, good, but not good for me. That's the only way in down here. Okay. Let's see if there's anybody left in here. Looks pretty good. Oh. Oh. I thought there was another floor to this. Man, I'm a moron, but I'm a lucky moron. We got the rune. Just like that. The Barnacled Rune. Okay. Rune number 2, everybody, with BoFine. Feeling good. I've turned into a Hoplite because my shield skill is my highest skill. Alright. Well, is this then their treasure reserve that's protected by all these runes of Zot? Because I don't really see that much treasure. I just see like a manticore. Uh-oh, he stepped on a Zot trap. Uh-oh, I gotta get the hell out of here. There's a Zot trap back there, too. Nah, that just looks stupid. Uh-oh, look at this guy. He's like a kraken? He looks really feisty. Well, luckily I didn't have to fight. Oh, he's encased in this. All the bubbles have some treasure bits? Okay. Oh, like right in the center, they must have some kind of treasure. Yeah, I agree with you, DVA. I mean, I just don't see a way to get in here without turning on these Zot traps and having the enemies just walk back and forth on the Zot trap. And yeah, it's a kraken. Oh, so Fading, you're saying read a tele scroll, open the door, and then like let the monsters disperse a bit, or disperse a bit. Yeah. But the thing is, I mean, I know I can't. I just don't see any treasure back there. Do you think that there really is treasure back there that's worth doing that for? And also, can you fly over Zot traps, or will that still trigger them? Okay. I'm gonna start flying then. Yeah, I'm not gonna try intentionally. I was just wondering. I'm gonna fight this Kraken guy. Oh, it's another fan of Gale's. Alright, well. They're killing me here. A runed. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can sneak around, I guess. I'm no longer flying. Yeah, it's protected, though. I can't... Oh, inside each bubble? Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, cool. Gotta chop up some plants. Hey, look at this little hidden scroll festival. Alright, so we're gonna enchant our evening star again. Oh, the back ledge of the bubble. Okay, I got you. Alright, so I'll check. I just thought it was the center square that had the loot, and there was no loot anywhere else. Whoa, Fencer's Gloves, yes! Fencer's Gloves are pimp because they let you riposte regardless of the item that you have. You don't have to have a sword, right? I think that's how they work. Yeah, they just give you riposte and dex 3. Oh, and then I can also enchant them. Now, I have Strength Gloves +3, but I wonder if, like, the random chance... I think riposting is ridiculous. It's like... To trigger riposte, you have to evade their attack, and then it's a 1 in 3 chance to riposte, and then it's decreased if I'm using a shield, I think. I was looking at the math of it before. It's not great, but maybe it's better than just strength +3. Anyway, it's cool. It's worth trying. Let's just see how often it procs. Let's just do some science on that. Alright. So, you were right. Explore the bubs with greater detail. You got anything else here? Right, so it's like rewarding you for playing an evade type with a sword, you know, which is not really me. So I have to see how... The end of the day question is strength +3 strictly better than dex +3 and riposte? For this character. Given the fact that I already have a 32 strength. I don't know if there's diminishing returns, but my strength is not really in question. Okay. You question my strength? Well, wouldn't be the first time. Alright. Well, 2 runes down then, so... Let's go to the dungeon. Let's go to the depths. Why not? I think the depths are going to be more reasonable than Vaults 5 right now. But, you know, famous last words, I guess. Oh, look at this. Look at these shenanigans. Let's stare dance these guys up. And, normally I would just kill the Frost Giant first. Oh, wait, I'm using an axe. Doesn't matter. I'll still hit this guy. I wanted to just finish him off, but I think 70% will do enough. Yeah, it did. Killed him. Okay. Can I see who is in that vault and the shoals, you mean? Like the enemies that are in there? The enemies didn't look that hard. It was just a question of all the Zot traps that was just giving me a headache. I didn't want to risk triggering them all. In A5? Oh, you mean Dungeon 5 or Shoals 5? Or what are you talking about, A5? Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I mean, I can go... Alright. If you insist, I can quickly go back there. Shift G to open up your branches. Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, I might go back later, you know, look at it, but... I just don't like messing around with Zot traps. I just don't feel comfortable. Alright, let's just blow these guys away. Okay. So... Alright, let's go heroic then. And they're all dead. Okay. Cool. Buckler of protection. Nice. Hello. Okay. Let's go ahead and go back up and rest to fill up and go back in. So there's some formidable people here. Oh, I'm actually, let me undo my zoom in for a moment and open up my window. I want to see if in my chat or my, battle log of killing all those guys and just holding down tab. Here, okay, I did riposte one time. So if riposte does a full attack's worth of damage with my weapon and with my strength, then I'd say it's worth it. But if it's like some kind of massively reduced attack, or it's like a headbutt where it's not contingent upon my weapon damage, although how the hell could it not be contingent upon my weapon damage? It is my weapon that I'm hitting with, right? Anyway. Yeah, okay, here's Sajobo. Alright, so everything's been going really well. Alright, and what you always want to do, especially in a place like the depths or lower in the game, is check out what you're dealing with. She's extremely dangerous. She can do lightning bolt, summon air elementals, airstrike, wind blast, and she has 150 hit points and evades really, really well. So I don't really want to fight her. Don't fly. Yeah, I won't, because she hits hard with airstrike. But the problem is, here's the exit, right? I might have to teleport or something. If I go in the door and close it, I'm safe. Yeah, or at the very least, what I can do is at least minimize her line of sight. Oh, I got blocked. Okay. Okay. Let me kind of go back here. Oh, she opened it. All right, I'm going to go heroic, and I'm going to go finesse, and I'm just going to... She's in melee. I feel okay about this. Yeah. It's going to be okay. As long as... oh my god, she had a great sword, too. As long as she was in melee range, like, that's fine. All right, here's Hell. Don't you just love finding a door to Hell? All right, so Hell, for you new players watching this as a tutorial, is a optional sub-branch that is quite difficult. I mean, you know, as you would expect, right? Wow, here is my first... yeah. Here's my first cloak in the game that I've seen. It's amazing sometimes when you're playing and you have a run and you just don't see an item type. I've seen, I think, 6 different scarves, or 6 total scarves, but 0 cloaks. Here's a lightning rod, which is awesome. But it's surrounded by translucent rock. What gets through Can I disintegrate that? I can't remember, like, what blasts through translucent stuff. Digging works on translucent? Huh. I, for some reason, thought it was no diggy. Now, what do you think is in here that I can't see? Oh, actually, I can figure that out pretty easily, right? Let me take this off and put this on. Oh, look at that joke. That's amusing. So, ooh, you know what? I can put on my really, really good ring now that I don't need the protection from magic. So, I'm even stronger. Okay, so here we go. We've got some ugly things. Let's just bring them back. This is a beautiful spot to fight them in. Remember, positioning is everything. So I'm just going to push S and let them come to me. These guys in this translucent sphere, or I'm sorry, that's, wow, sphere, it's getting late, square, are trapped forever. So I don't have to worry about them unless I open it up. And I'm not going to do that. And that guy got killed by his own arbalest. So that's what happens when you shoot a stranger in the ass. Okay, and here's the Abyss. So we're finding the Abyss is also a sub-branch that you can go into if you wish, or sometimes you get sent there when you don't wish. It is a really bad place to go. I hate going in there. Ooh, here's a fire dragon. Drop some scales, my dude. Drop some scales. +4 scales, please. I don't like to go in the Abyss unless I'm trying to get the rune. And even then, it always makes me feel uncomfortable. Why is that? Because it's constantly changing. And so you don't know if you're going to be able to get back out easily. Oh, God. Okay. This just escalated in difficulty pretty profoundly. I think what I'll do is just teleport and run away. Yeah, I'm backing away. There we go. I have 18 scrolls to teleport, so let's see. Let us try to just fight that mass a little bit more like, yeah, I'll have to look at her abilities. Yeah, here's the fire dragon. Come on over here, dude. I want to fight you, but just by yourself. Can you do that for me? Yeah, you can. Thank you. You didn't drop your scales. Oh, she's a lightning dragon? Ugh. Lightning is always just such a bummer. Okay. Alright, so the brain is here. It summoned some guys, but we got it. Okay, so let's take a look at by Susan, a weary draconian with foreign and watery scales. Okay? She has come to the dungeon in hopes of resurrecting her mortal husband, a noble cause for a being once known for quarreling with saints and flooding unfortunate temples. Interesting. If pressed to her limits, she will reveal her true form, the mere sight of which struck her husband dead. Adventurers may wish they were so lucky. So she was like, alright, husband, let me show you who I really am, and he died. And she's like, crap, I need to go to Zot's dungeon to get the resources necessary to resurrect you. Okay. So she summons hydras, which is annoying. And she can hit me for 24 and tail slap for 14. Really, though, I don't want her to summon hydras like that, but beyond that, meh. No, she doesn't. Lightning's not going to do anything to her. Here. Yeah, I might switch to it. Let's give them some fire to deal with. And then you can have some... Well, if you step closer, I'll give you some clouds to think about, too. Here you go. Here's some clouds. Poison gas. Alright, I'm going to step away and just let them have fun with that. And step in here. Alright, I'm going to cloud again. Up here. Oh, it's electricity. Oh, and it just wrecked everything there. Here, what is... Is Scattershot gonna hit this guy and blow up and hit me? Let's just wand again then. Negative energy. Man, you were right, DVA. This it's random, but it can be powerful. Like I'm enjoying these effects. All right. Now I've been able to kill all of the Hydras just with my wands, and she's up on me, so she should die in just a couple of chops here. She revealed her true form, and she's dead. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait here. Well, this is a bad spot to wait, given that this wizard is up here. What do you think about Acid? I think you think you're too far away. Okay, that's fine. The stone giant killed himself with reflection, and let's just wait for this wizard to come and then obliterate him in melee range. Okay, so that was good. So we're getting a lot of stuff done here. We're chopping through a lot of difficult enemies, and I hope that that was a good illustration of why evocation is such a nice side skill to pick up with a melee class, because it gives you range and it gives you versatility, so you can deal with that stupid caster in the background and shoot through all the summoned creatures. Actually, I just annihilated the summoned creatures. Let's identify this artifact hat that was given to us. Oh, it's arguably... Well, the corrode thing is just killing me. I can't use this. It may corrode you when you take damage. Yeah, I mean, it's just never worth it. Sorry. Let's identify this last potion. Hey, it's a potion of experience. Fantastic. So this will hit all of the skills that I have turned on. Is that correct? Oh, it'll prompt me where I want to put the experience. You feel more experienced. Okay. Select skills to train. I would just like to put shields up to full, to 25. But really, it's not going to affect this that much because the skill is so painful to raise. I'm still going to do it. That's fine. Right. I'm going to turn off everything except shields and put it all to shields. And just do that. And we got level 22. Great. All right, then. Okay, so we're getting there with shields in terms of making it so we don't have the penalty anymore. When I get shield level 25, I will turn off shield level 25. I'm sorry, shields as a training thing, because oh, it's a gold dragon. Well, let's see what you want to do. How do you want to fight? Are we going to play nice? Man. Oh, slimes. Running away. Actually something to be afraid of. Alright, killed one. Okay, now it's okay. Alright, cool. Alright. Oop, flare. Run away. He's going to flay me. Filet mignon me. He didn't. He didn't use his ability, which is quite kind of him. There's an ogre mage back here, but that's really not worrisome at all at this point. Alright, just gonna rest, heal up, get some more ice blast going. Alright, I need to drop what? Okay, I'm gonna actually shift G to go to the lair, and I'm gonna go to the first floor of the lair really quickly here, and just put some more stuff in my stash. My inventory is getting a little bit too bloated for me, so I will drop some things. I'm gonna pick this up and pick this up because I forgot that they just add to your. I'll pick up this as well. Oh, I've got 3 scrolls of enchant armor still waiting here for my fire dragon scales, but actually I think that it's better at this point to just use them all on my large shield that I finally got. Man, I forgot about them. I'm going to use all of these on my large shield and watch what happens. Shield skill, now 35. Shield skill, now 36. And 37. So, I'm a blocking machine. Alright, let's drop some stuff. We are going to drop the Ring of Magic Resistance because our artifact ring does that. We are going to drop the Strength Gloves. We are going to drop Agility Potion, Ambrosia Potion, Brilliance Potion, Boots of Running we don't need right now. I'm going to drop my Evening Star. I don't like doing that, but I don't have a real reason to use that over my hand axe, considering my skill in axes. I'm going to... I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this setup. I'm going to drop this. Well, this could be helpful. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go back to the depths. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the vaults and just poke my head into vaults 5 really fast and see what is brewing. It might be the last time I poke my head anywhere, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so I'm hungry, so let's eat. Let's go heroic, and let's step down. Okay, good. The enemies have significantly dispersed. There is no guy who's going to lock the door on me. Somebody went invisible, but they're probably dead now, right? Okay, yeah, they died. All right, and let's go back down, and let's go up. Okay. We want to kill the Etten first. Okay, good, good. Alright, so now they know I'm there. They're quite aware of my presence. I'll step down again. And step up. Step up. Okay. Beep beep. Alright, so this is the kind of part that gets annoying about Vaults 5 is like I want to keep stair dancing here and pulling enemies out and thinning it out so I can make more progress, but there's all these casters who are not going to come up with me. They're just going to keep standing there and firing high level crap at me, which is annoying, but whatever. Okay, cool. We got 2 big boys to come up. Chop them, rest. They hit me pretty hard there. Go heroic again, step down. Oh, I got smited and hit. Well, that's ugly. I'm just waiting for one person to come up. They're not playing nice. They're hitting me so hard. God, this is such an annoyingly bad spot to be in. Okay. I'm going to wait for this guy to come up. Sweet. I got one guy to come up with me. Thank God. Okay, so good out. You're dead. And then we just rest. And then they'll have calmed down a little bit. Go heroic again. Go down the steps. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, I can't. No, this could be it. I got too greedy. I'm flayed for minus 66 and I'm constricted. Can you blink when you're constricted? Let me look. Constricted. Okay, let's see. Any source of blinking can get you free. Okay. Alright, well, now that we know we have that at least in our bag. Our hit points are much worse than they... They're not as bad as they actually appear. However, it's not good. It's not a good spot. So I'm going to try to blink here and go up. Okay. That was insanely close, and that was me being a dumbass and not respecting Vaults 5 enough, like thinking I'm so cool. And the game almost ended everything for me. So here is a fire crab. He looks easy, so let's just see if we can chop him. Hey! He put his flames on me. That's so rude. Okay. We're just going to wait, and you'll see instantly our hit points jump up as the flay wears off. Anyway, okay. That's enough Vaults 5 for right now. Jesus. Yeah, the constricting guy, I've been killed by him just by outright damage from constriction, but the fact that he makes it so you can't come up the steps is awful. Luckily, I had a scroll of controlled blink and could just hit a staircase and get out. If I didn't have that, I would have had to evoke my ring, my artifact ring that has blinking. And, you know, yes, that would have got me out of the constriction, but I wouldn't be able to control where it took me. And I was so low on hit points because of the flaying that another turn there could have just ended everything. So, moral of the story, respect Vaults 5. What I'm going to do with Vaults 5, and I think it's a good strategy for anybody to think about doing, they blew open the wall, is to let those enemies that were concentrating the stairwell because they knew I was there just disperse by going out and doing some other stuff somewhere else. And so what that means is they'll go about their business and forget about me for a second, and then it will let me go down there and lure out some more enemies a little bit at a time. And that's kind of how you have to take Vaults 5, is trickle the enemies out one at a time. I mean, at least for a melee person. If you're a caster, you might be able to just blow them all up and not worry about it, but for me, that's how I do that. Okay, so we're done exploring. The depths 1. All right, so we've made some nice progress. We have uncovered hell and what was the other branch that we found a way into? Oh, the abyss. So we found a gate to the abyss. We found a gate to hell. And we have cleared the shoals. We have cleared the lair. We've cleared the orcish mines. We've cleared the slime pits. We have 2 runes. So, no, slime pits. That was a overstatement. We have not even dipped a toe into the slime pits. We cleared the snake pit. Okay, we've cleared vaults up to level 5, and we have just cleared depths 1. So I think this is a very good place for us to stop for the evening. We're still doing tremendously, although I almost lost it all, as you just saw right there, getting overconfident and trying to take out Vaults 5 ahead of schedule. Vaults 5 is one of the hardest places in the game. It's not to be taken lightly ever, and I took it lightly for a second and almost lost this Minotaur, who is extremely strong. We have 182 hit points. We're 22nd level. We're almost maxed out on some of our prime skills. We have artifact gear in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10 possible slots. So this is a tremendously powerful person that we don't want to lose to stupidity. And that was almost the case. But luckily it wasn't. So tomorrow, or whenever definitely I will be streaming again Sunday evening at 11. I'll put my crawl back on. I usually do 2 hours of crawl from 11 to 1 EST Sunday through Thursday. And then there is a potential that I'll stream tomorrow night or Saturday night, depending on how my schedule goes. And so I will blast out a notification on Twitter. And if you want to be ready for the stream, just go ahead and follow the channel on Twitch, and you'll see when I'm going live. I also will post all of the videos up on my YouTube channel for your viewing whenever, if you're interested. Oh, hey, what's up, Elhaz? That's a great question, my man. You know what? I'm going to switch off of Okawaru, but it will be a while before I do that. So generally my policy, if I get a run going that gains traction and I want to go deep and try to get 15 runes, is that I will switch off of Okawaru before I go into the crypt and the tomb and pick up either the Shining One or Zin, because I want protection from undead, of course, but the main thing for me is protection against mutations for the Abyss and for Pandemonium and some of the later guys that are going to try to mutate me. So yeah, that's a great question. I will switch, but not right now, not yet. But it's a good point that Elhaz is making, that like, because my gear is so excellent right now, it's very worthy of considering switching gods. And I'll have to talk to you guys a while about switching gods, because it is not a light decision to make. They get pissed off when you switch, and they send fury after you. They send a bunch of enemies at you that are challenging, and really the pain in the ass about it is that they can come at any time. So you can like be doing something else in some extremely hard situation, and then the god is just like, you hear laughter, and then a bunch of like if it's Trog or something, a bunch of demons, high-level demons will just pop next to you. And they aren't hard in and of themselves, usually, by the time I switch away from the god, but if they're adding on to an already difficult situation, it could just mean the end. So you have to do that carefully, but switching to the Shining One before you do the Crypt or the Tomb is great, because TSO loves the murder of all the undead, and you will get piety really, really fast. And the Shining One's innate ability to give you like the aura around yourself is really, really strong. It lets you see invisible, it increases your accuracy. It does all kinds of amazing things for you that are really worthwhile, and he has other powers that are very, very good too. I don't like the Shining One early in the game, but late in the game, Zin and the Shining One are quite strong. Elhaz, what do you like late game? Do you like to go, like if you're a melee person, do you like to jump into something else like TSO, Zin, or... Yeah, that's usually what I do, even with Trog. Like, Trog gets pissed, but really Trog's wrath is not that bad. I mean, like I just was talking about, it can F you up if it's at the wrong time. Yeah, and that's a good point. Yeah, the Zin stuff that you can do, oh my god. I was laughing. I have all these screenshots that I was showing my buddies one time when I had a high-level Zin person, one of my 15 rune victories, and I was in the tomb, and it was like just incredibly powerful undead guys, and I just did my recital and turned them into pillars of salt, and it's just like, boom, instantly dead. It's just unreal what you can do with Zin to some really, really high-level stuff. So it's either Zin or TSO for me. But I probably need to branch out more, try more stuff. But anyway, that's a great discussion to have. And if you're curious about stuff like that, if you have any questions about Dungeon Crawl, I'm trying to like make all of these sort of like tutorials where I explain my thought process, I answer questions, I talk about where you should go when, what's a threat, what's not a threat, what you should be leveling, and it's all particular to the build. So I did if you're curious, I have another run up that was my first walkthrough that was a human berserker with a mace that died because I was stupid on Vaults 2 with 1 rune. And here I am with 2 runes with the Minotaur Fighter of Okawaru, and it's kind of like my second tutorial. I'm going to try to keep putting out different runs when I either win or lose, and it's usually lose in this game, and just give you a sense of like what to do with different types so you can make progress in this game. Oh man, yeah, Cassiopeia, no problem. I really appreciate the subscription, by the way, and yeah, I'm glad it's digestible. I didn't know like if I was going to be able to do this in the right way. I tend to ramble a lot, as you can see, but I want to make it so that you can get into this game because I love this game, and it's just, you know, the difficulty curve is quite high, but it's so rewarding and satisfying if you can win or even just, you know, get your first rune or get level 10 or, you know, you hit all these milestones, and it's really, really cool. So yeah, please continue. I'll basically just be posting this stuff up to YouTube the next day after I stream, and keep just either message me directly or post in the comments to YouTube or come into the Twitch chat and ask questions if you have them. I'll probably eventually start doing caster stuff too, if you're curious about that. I'm not as strong of a caster player, but I need to get better. I'd like to get much better at this game. I've been playing for 15 years. I have a lot of experience, but there are people in this game, as Elhaz and others know, TVA knows, in the tournaments that are so insanely good that they have like consecutive victories with randomly picked characters. Like, they're so good at this game that they can just have any character and win, and then pick up their next character and win again, and they do this back to back to back. I mean, just outrageous. I'm not there, but, you know, yeah, it's somebody has gone into the mid-50s with consecutive wins. If you play this game at all for any extent of time, you see how just impressive that is. Like, that's a video game feat that I would put up so high. That's like on par with those people who can. I saw some streamer who did all the Dark Souls games consecutively without getting hit. He beat all of them in a row without getting hit. You know, stuff like that. I'm just like, who are you? How do you even do that? I'm not at that level at anything, but I do just want to try to help people get better. And it's also not me. It's like, you know, Fading and Elhaz and DVA and the other people that come into this know a lot about the game, so you can pick up a lot of great information. So anyway, I really like how this run is going so far, so I don't want to F it up by being greedy. I find that if I play this too long in a row, my skills start to diminish, and I don't want to just lose because I wasn't paying attention. So I need to go to sleep. That's cool, yeah. I've actually not messed around too much with NetHack. Is it worth a go? I mean, it looks like, obviously, it predates this game, right? It's like the original, well, it's not the original roguelike, but it's like one of them, as is this. This game is hard. It took me a year for my first 3-rune victory in this game, and that's the first, you know, hill that you want to climb, is to get out with the orb once. And I think Minotaur Fighter is a great way to get your first win. That's cool. You know, and this game has both in-game and online information through the wikis and, you know, the Discord and the Reddit, where you can get all kinds of help they've come a long way in game on providing help in this game with tooltips and right clicking. Like when I first started playing, there was not as much information just built into the client as there is now, and it's a very, very welcome quality of life addition. That's cool. Well, maybe I'll check that out at some point. Are there tiles for NetHack, or is it just ASCII? I hate to put it that way. I just ASCII this is a pun. ASCII is, quote, asking a lot from me at this point. That's cool. Yeah, you know, I was actually talking to one of the devs of Dungeon Crawl and looking at his YouTube channel of his runs, and yeah, he's like a developer of the game, and he still just plays in ASCII. You know, he just like, it's like you get to that point where you're a Cypher in the Matrix, you know, you don't even see it. It's just, you see seven-headed Hydra. You don't see an ampersand or whatever, you know. So anyway, that's cool. All right, everybody. I'd love to keep chatting, but I'm about to fall asleep at the wheel. Thank you so much for coming out, everybody. Have an excellent evening. I will be on soon, and I will let you all know. But probably see you on Sunday, if not sooner. Peace, everybody. Good night.